Right, I'm Matt here, and it's time to create the clothes. First thing we're going to do though is I notice the number of layers are starting to build up a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have a bit of a tidy up. I'm going to hold down Control, and I'm going to click on each of the layers that are the different parts on his head. Those ones there. Okay. And what I'm going to do is down the bottom there, you see there's a little picture of a folder. I just click on that folder. It's moved it all. They're all still separate layers, but it's moved it into that folder. I can double click and I can change the name. Let's call it head parts. There we go. Okay. I wanted to keep the head separate, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay. Let's get on to creating the clothes now. Really easy to make these. We're going to use the rectangle tool for this. So let's make sure that no layers are selected. Go to our rectangle tool. We want to decide what color it's going to be. I quite like this color, so I'm going to sample that one. Remember, we click fill, we open up the color picker, I bring over my color picker and I click on it. That's captured that lovely blue color. Okay, I'm going to go with that. Now, make sure we've got 0 stroke as well, just so that we don't have a line. And we get our rectangle then. Don't need to be too precise. I'm just going to drag and start off just by drawing a rectangle just like that. Okay, what we can see straight away is it's actually gone in front of the head. So let's drag, here's the rectangle layer, let's drag it underneath the head layer so that we can see that the t-shirt is there. Now, what I want us to do then is we kind of want to shape it around the arms. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to use the warp tool like we did before. We can hold down Control and T to go into the free transform tool, and up at the top, remember, is where we can access our warp. So I'm just going to start, I'm going to pull in the top bit there. See, I'm trying to get the angle to kind of match his arms a little bit. Okay, and pull that one in as well. Okay, that looks like it's actually going to work pretty well. Down the bottom here, I really like how Photoshop Automatic gives us nice even curves just by moving. So I can see pretty much straight away that's a nice rounded shape for our t-shirt. Happy with that, so I either press enter or I tick to accept. And I click yes if that comes up. If that comes up, because we always want to do this, we can always click don't show again and then yes, so we know. Okay, now we can do exactly the same for the arms. Let's get, okay, we want to deselect this, remember, so that we don't go changing this one. Okay, you can also hold down Control and click on that layer and it deselects, just so you know. But now let's draw another, same color, another rectangle. Okay, again, we want to make sure that the rectangle is underneath the head layer, but I'm going to put it on top of the t-shirt. There we go. So that's that one. Let's hold down Control and move kind of where we want. Remember, we can go underneath, we can rotate it, hold down Control, move it. Oh, looks like we need to rotate that slightly more. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, once again, let's get our warp tool. Control T, free transform, up at the top to select the warp, and let's pull it out so that we can again see me just trying to create the arm. Bring that in a little bit there. You can kind of see. It's a little bit tricky because I've chosen exactly the same color as the t-shirt underneath. So what I could do is, let's quickly get Butter's template. No, sorry, let's just carry on with what we were doing. Quite happy with that one. Okay, Control to deselect that layer, and let's do one more rectangle for this side. Okay, once again, quite happy with that. Rotate it around so it's fairly close. Remember, I'm holding Control to move it. There we go. Now let's turn on that warp tool, Control T, turn on the warp tool at the top. Oh. Alright, let's bring that so that it is underneath. and try again. Control T. My warp tool. There we go. Not quite sure what I did wrong there, but not to worry. I'll let the sleeve out a little bit. Pull it in. This is what I mean about how that little background image can make things awkward. Could just hide that and just get that natural look. Okay, so I'm just going to hide the template just so we can make sure I haven't missed anything. Oh look, you could see straight away I did there. Control T. Get the warp tool back again. Let's pull that back out to make sure. There we go. And we'll get that bottom bit around a little bit more. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, enter to commit. Awesome. That looks really good. Oh, I might just round that one slightly actually. Let's just go onto a rectangle here. Control T. Warp tool. I'm just going to bend that sleeve up a little bit so it looks a little bit cool. Yeah, that's good. Happy with that. Enter. Cool. So I think that looks excellent. Very happy with my t-shirt. Let's bring the Butters template so we can see how it's going to work. Yep. That's going to be great. What I'm going to do, I'm actually now going to join that whole t-shirt together. So let's click on each of those 3 rectangles. Okay. I can see I've got all 3 of them. I'm going to right click, I'm going to rasterize, and then I'm going to right click and I am going to merge the layers. So now I've just got one layer, then I'm going to call t-shirt. Sweet. Okay. One thing you might like to do for your t-shirt is, I quite like the idea of having a little logo or something. I know it's not totally South Park, but I'm going to bring in that. So I've already found a logo that I wanted. As you already know, bringing in an image from File Explorer is really easy, so we'll go through that right now. Let's just deselect that layer. Let's go to my File Explorer. There's the image that I want. Okay, that Nike logo. I'm just going to drag, drop it. Remember, if it won't drop, it just means that you've already got a layer selected. Okay, way too big at the moment, so if I Control minus to zoom out, I can hold. You remember how you can make the shape go wrong? So hold down Shift just to make sure. Okay, let's just say get to the point where I'm happy. Okay, beautiful. Okay, I can still use the warp tool even on that logo if I want. Let me just turn this on, because what I might do is I might pull the top and bottom in a bit, because that actually then makes it look almost like it's been shaped by his body shape. Okay, happy with that? There we go. So I've got my logo that I've added onto the t-shirt. Okay, process is exactly the same for creating the pants, so we'll just do that really quickly now. Okay, deselect that layer, get my rectangle. Okay, find our pants. What should we go for? Okay, let's go a bit more there. Now I'm just gonna go a nice simple color, nice dark green. Yep, that's good. Okay, rectangle tool. Draw my rectangle. Okay, again, we can see it's in front of things at the moment, so we want to put it behind the t-shirt. There we go. Only got a little bit of warping to do. I might just warp the edges slightly. So Control T. Get my warp tool. Okay. Let's just zoom in a bit. Remember how I can Control plus. Okay, and let's just warp the sides in a little bit so his legs look a little bit more natural. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, enter to commit, hideaway butters. Yeah, I think that's going to work well. You see just that small bit there, I'm going to have to bring in that little corner there, so Control T. And let's just pull that corner in slightly so we can't see it. That looks great. Let's double click to rename. Thanks. Okay. And there we go, how we can add the clothes.